So, this one is not a reflection or anything, but I just wanted to talk in this one. So, sometime back, I created an audio where I explained what this reflection work actually is, whatever you listen on this channel. But I think that audio never actually answered who is behind this work. So, I felt that when I was creating reflections and everything, like I never thought that context really mattered. But as I kept on creating more and more reflections, and then I started recently the Speak Up space and I talked there, I realized perhaps for anyone who is coming here and spending some time with my voice here would like more context about who is the person behind it and why they are doing or saying whatever they are on this channel, and why should they spend any of their time with that person, because that's how as a listener I am when I listen to others. So I thought of creating this spontaneous audio I didn't plan, and this isn't another reflection, it's simply the story behind the work I do. So I would begin that I didn't plan this life I'm living, and I know it's relevant for everyone out there. To give you a little quick context, I, by education, I'm a software engineer, but I thought then that my career would be probably in a tech field. Like that was only natural. But life unfolded for me very differently. There were many different twists and turns in my life, as the life is supposed to be for anyone. And things just kept on happening one after the other, and there were different things that unfolded for me. And now, when I look back, I don't think there was any straight line in life for me. But no matter whatever twists and turns or anything came, one thing never really left from my life throughout all 4 decades I already lived. So, the thing that never changed for me was words. And it began with me being a reader, a young reader, eventually a writer, and then observation. So I loved reading. Then I started writing, blogging, eventually books. Then, somewhere along the line, writing became more than just words, it became expression for me. Writing is something how I understood life. And then slowly, even writing stopped being personal. It became professional for me. Like I started writing for others, then editing, then I got into publishing, then authoring, then books, then working with other people for their books, working in publishing industry with other authors globally and whatnot. So that's how it was designed for me, not by me, of course, by life. And after writing, when I really got into editing as a profession, for years I didn't realize what I'm actually learning. But eventually, after a few years, I understood that editing wasn't really only about rearranging the words or cleaning up the language. It was more about listening to what someone is trying to say, about clarity, about intention behind those words. I was basically helping other people to express something they find difficult to express. I was finding the real thought underneath all the first drafts I had. And this somehow changed how I saw people eventually. And this was not just writing, this was editing and observing what was beneath it, beneath the people I was dealing dealing with. And now when I look back after telling you all this in like shorts, I would say, I don't think I changed career many times. I realized that I kept doing the same work, just in a different form, like writing, editing, books, publishing, now reflections, and now speak up space. I think these are just different forms because the curiosity I had behind everything I did over the last many years was the same. Now, coming to this YouTube channel where you are listening to me. So, I did not start this channel because I wanted to become a YouTuber. I started this channel because I wanted to say something, to share something. I wanted to put out my thoughts for people who resonate with it, who maybe need it for their own exploration of journey ahead. I kind of became interested more in thoughts, feelings, questions, ordinary moments, emotional shifts, and everything. And it was not like that it suddenly just popped in some phase of my life. It's just that over the 4 decades I lived, it's something that became stronger and stronger, and it became the strongest identity of me throughout whatever I had done for all those years. And that's why I always say in my audios that I'm not here to teach anyone or preach anything or tell people what to think and or what not to think. I'm interested in exploring questions, exploring life, sharing observations. Not any lessons, no life lessons, just sharing what I can see from my perspective. And that is why I create these reflections that I do. And yes, I used to write, I still write, but sometimes I realized over these years that some things need writing, some become shorts, some become longer reflections, and some are very long audios that need some larger space to explain. And sometimes I need my own life context to explain something. And sometimes I deal with someone else's experience, and that's how different forms you can see here on my channel. Like some are short, some are reflections, some are going into speak up space, and many deeper form of content that I share, mostly personal, are on separately on my different platform. But the work I do is still same throughout. So now coming to today, the present time, I still write, I still edit, I create reflections. Basically, I'm still working with words. Only the forms in which I work with words have expanded. So, alongside the work I do here on this YouTube channel, creating reflections and everything, or whatever I put out in on Gumroad or on my podcast, alongside with this work, I also continue working professionally as a writer and editor. I help people shape ideas. I'm still working on books. I'm still working on communication. I'm still working on writing because words are for me in different forms. And that's how I still process life around me. So I think I just wanted to share some context about me with anyone who spends some time with my voice here so that they can relate more to the person who is behind that voice, because I find that easier to do as a listener. And if you are more curious to, If you are curious to know more about me and the work, what I do, I have left a few links in the description of this audio. So you can go ahead and check it out. And before I end this, I just wanted to sum up that life didn't take me where I actually originally thought it would. And I think that's how life is designed to be. But now when I look back, I realize that I wasn't actually moving away from myself over all these years when I thought that life was not taking me where I intended to. I think instead I was moving closer to myself. Like through every stage I had, engineering, writing, editing, books, publishing, and now reflections, and maybe more to come. Every stage brought me a little closer to understanding what my work was really about. And today, whenever I sit down to record one of these reflections, I'm simply continuing that same journey. I'm not doing anything else. It's the part of the same journey that I have been living for many, many years. So you see, everything is connected here. So I think that's all I wanted to say. And yeah, if you haven't checked, my name is Rashi, and I'm really glad if you are here and listening to my voice. And I'm glad that our paths crossed. Thank you.